Sean Fitzgerald from Observe What Is. I've got Chris with me. He's in the service and repair industry. He's a business owner, and this video is gonna fall under the business tips and strategy. We're gonna talk to Chris a little bit about his business today. Chris, from you, your full name, your age, are you married, and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Chris Pavid. I'm 47.
Okay.
I am married. I have one daughter. Sure.
What do you like to do, Chris?
What do I like to do? My passion is cars and so on. I enjoy yachting. Enjoy. Sure.
So you're a yachtsman?
Yeah.
Yeah, yachtsman. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go out? Do you have your own yacht?
Yes, I got a yacht. I've got my brother and myself. We own the yacht. And it's a nice little 35-footer.
Okay.
Which we take out every so often. Go sailing on Wednesdays.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Just keep it right, yeah.
My main passion is cars. Build up my own cars and that sort of stuff.
Oh, so you build this up after hours.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you for that. What is the nature of your present business? I know you're in the service and repair industry, but I'd like to know what is your core business?
Basically, yeah, it is. It's service and repair of motor cars. We also do service and repair of inboard yacht motors, cat cruisers, and large yachts. We don't do outboard motors, but we do the inboard diesel motors for yachts and that sort of stuff. Service cars, buckies, that sort of thing.
Okay, great. And your name of your company is?
It's called AC Auto Services.
AC Auto Services, great. Have you ever owned a business in another field, Chris?
I have, in IT.
Okay, please explain what happened, what happened there?
I still presently own 50% of the company. It's just that I'm not an office person. I enjoy working with my hands.
Okay.
And obviously got tired of sitting in an office staring at a computer screen. And I have been in the motor trade for a fair while, and decided that together with my partner, my brother, we started up this business. He's also a qualified technician in the trucking field and diesel field, and so we decided to start it up about
how many years?
Probably about going on for 4 years now.
Okay, so
it's about 4 years. We started basically from the house, got ourselves established, and got ourselves a fair clientele. And obviously working at the house is not the most ideal situation, so about a year ago we decided to move ourselves into a premises with a roof over our head and make it more of a professional business sort of thing.
Okay.
And we haven't looked back since then.
Chris, I'm curious. Chris, I'm curious. A computer guy. Are you good at fixing computers as well as you are with cars?
I do. I'm good with my hands. If I put my mind to something, I'm capable of doing as much as possible. Basically, where it all started is that, funny enough, I'm actually a qualified watchmaker as well.
Okay.
And I actually still do watches for my mum's business in Pavid, watchmaker. And
so you can fix watches too?
Yeah, I fix watches every afternoon. I do it basically to keep my mum going, keeping her business going, and also she's about 75 now, and it gives her something to do on a daily basis.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, sure. And then basically I left the watchmaking business. I did it for about 6 years with my dad, and then I went overseas, and when I came back I was sort of got myself interested in fixing cars and that sort of stuff. My brother had also became a qualified technician, and I thought, well, I can do this too. So I started at a small company, which grew into quite a large company, which eventually was purchased by Shell. And I was obviously I qualified. I was recruited by the head office to become their technical trainer and technical advisor. Until obviously 15 years later, they decided to sell out, and unfortunately I was retrenched. And being, obviously, you speak about the IT, the reason I got into that is because when I was a technical advisor, guys were phoning me for advice on how to fix cars and so on and so on. And I found myself repeating myself all the time. And eventually I went to the IT guy and I said to him, have you got a program that I can create a website that I can just jot everything down, create an intranet site, and the guys can just access it from wherever they are, be it in Joburg, Cape Town, wherever the branches are at that time.
I like that voice level.
Cool. And yeah, so I created basically an 80-page website.
Wow.
And that once I was retrenched, I thought, well, geez, I'm 40 now, and what am I going to do? You know, nobody wants to employ a 41-year-old person. They'd rather employ younger people. So I thought, well, okay, fine. I had a connection up in Joburg, and he was selling websites. So I thought, well, sheesh, how hard can it be? Let's see if I can do design, website design, and that sort of stuff. And yeah, we formed a company, JC Web, and it's yeah, it went in leaps and bounds, and we're pretty much doing okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, but as I said to you, I didn't lose interest in such, but I'm just not an office person.
I'm interested in what you said there, and then, sorry to interrupt you. I know we. So you're basically saying if you're mechanical, you can really do a lot of things in the mechanical field. It's just an applied sort of feeling. It's not specific to an industry. If you're mechanically minded,
well, that's exactly it. I mean, if you put your mind to anything,
watch it. I can't believe it.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no such word as can't. You can attempt to do it. You can either achieve your goal by fixing the thing, or it doesn't get fixed. And then you obviously take the next step and send it into a repair agent to get it fixed, sort of thing. That's in terms of electronic stuff, computers, that sort of thing. But
you can do it yourself.
If you put your mind to anything, you can achieve basically anything you want.
Wow, thank you, Chris. Chris, I want to say, okay, I want to ask you specifically in the service and repair industry, why did you start a business in this field? Was it love, passion, money? What, do you see an opportunity?
Well, as I said, I worked for Shell.
And you got retrenched?
And got retrenched. This was my field. I trained this sort of stuff. Look, I hadn't worked on cars physically, although I did, from time to time. But once I got retrenched, and obviously got tired of sitting in an office, and I thought, this is my passion. This is what I love to do.
Yes, you did say
my hands are my brains, and I love to fix things. And I thought, well, I know the game. I trained people how to do all this sort of stuff. So why not give it a go? And,
Chris, I do want to ask you, what were some of the challenges? Did you have challenges to start this business?
There's always challenges starting businesses. Obviously. Customers are not there just at the snap of your finger, sort of thing. You gotta get your name out there, get people to know who you are, what you are, and come and bring their cars and do servicing and that sort of stuff. Fix their cars, and obviously from there, word of mouth. Generally, I haven't done a hell of a lot of advertising. Most of my business here is word of mouth and referrals.
Is that key?
Absolutely.
Referrals and word of mouth.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get yourself in with a crowd that does tires or exhausts, or even an auto electrician, that sort of thing. You say to the guys, you have vehicles coming here. A lot of the time they'll have things that need to be done that you personally, as an auto electrician or tire guy, that they can't do. So here's my number. Give them their number. I will help them out. And obviously it's a competitive game. So obviously your pricing is where it counts, and obviously the quality of your work that you do.
I just want to add to that, and I want to just say this because referrals, like Chris was saying here, referrals. I think people underplays the value of referrals and networking. I think they think they can just advertise and they'll get people that they don't know to come in. They teach it in the insurance industry, and there's a reason they teach it, right?
Look, advertising obviously works to a degree, but I mean. You got a happy customer, they're going to tell as many people as they
So referrals are key, eh? All right. I want to ask you, what do you have benefits for owning this business? Are there benefits to you at the moment in terms of family life or freedom? Do you have that?
Make no mistake, I'm not a millionaire from it, but it keeps my family going. I can put my daughter through school, put food on the table, pay for housing accommodation, lights and water. That's basically it. I'm not out here to A lot of people start a business and they think, well, I own the business, let me take as much possible money as I can. I'm going to buy a Mercedes or just going to buy the biggest house and that sort of thing. And that's where they kill the business before it's even started, as far as I'm concerned. So with myself, my partner, we take a small salary, which sustains us, keeps us going, keeps our head above water. I mean, the company pays for fuel and car repairs and so on, a few other odds and sods, and obviously for a few luxuries that we have, and that's our benefit. I'm not here to rip the company off. I've got staff I need to pay as well. I'm really proud of it. I've never ever taken my company into the red. I've always been in the black. Is that the right way?
Yeah, that's
The red is the negative, the
black is the positive. Yeah, you've always been
never
in the clear.
ever taken my company into the black. Into the
get
into
the
the
meaning
red.
for that. Yeah.
So I don't owe anybody, and nobody owes me. Well, except my customers.
Do they still owe you, Chris?
No, not much. Fortunately, we
I want to get onto that question.
Yeah.
Your present challenges, staff, customers, money, present challenges.
Sure. Challenge right now is
Talking to me.
well, for one, but it seems like at this present moment in time, from the beginning of this year, actually, business has been a little quiet. So
has it been quiet? Well, I want you to delve on that. Why? What is the story there? The car industry is a good industry, though.
It is a good industry, but it's not just the car industry. I think people just haven't really got money to spend. I mean, obviously, in the beginning, now it's just gone Christmas, New Year.
Yes.
Everybody spent a fortune on gifts and so on. But
but it's March.
Generally, it is March. But I mean, last year we also had a bit of a quiet time in January, and generally in Feb, towards middle of Feb, sort of March, things started to pick up again. And
people just want to fix their cars.
Look, March. Sorry, beginning of March, we had a huge amount of vehicles coming in. I thought, well, there we go. Okay, we're going to get going. Yes. But what's today? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday I got one car in. Tuesday, Wednesday I got nothing. So basically I'm catching up on vehicles that I've purchased and need to fix to obviously sell to bring some money in.
People are needing to fix their cars, but I mean, you think they're just trying to keep them as long as they can before they bring them to you? Is that the case?
It's a possibility.
Because it's not cheap. I mean, it's not inexpensive to fix a car. I mean, it can be quite pricey.
It can be. Make no mistake. But I mean, as I said, I'm also a watchmaker, and it's not just this mechanical business that's slow.
Also,
the watchmaking business. Also, for the last 2 days, we haven't had a single watch come in.
And how's your IT business? Also,
IT business is, fortunately, it's IT. It's monthly payments that come through. Basically, it comes off on a debit order. Obviously, you pay for hosting, you pay for your emails, internet, and so on and so on and so on. That's a regular thing. It's new business that obviously we need to obviously step up. And if we can get 1 or 2 a month, that's great. A decent website will give you a nice income. But that's for that month. So basically, we aim to have a few websites coming in a month, but I mean our main income is from hosting and that recurring monthly
income. So that's the
income, the debit orders and that sort of stuff, which is fortunate, so that we guaranteed a certain amount of money every month. And obviously, if we get new customers, 1 or 2 new customers every month, then that adds to that monthly income. So which is great.
Chris, I want to thank you, Chris. I want to. So you have guys that work for you here.
Yeah.
And okay, that's okay. You don't have problems there. It's just really it's the economy of bringing people. Do people pay for this service? I mean, do they pay you up front or do they pay you afterwards?
The odd. No, I obviously prefer to be upfront. There's a certain select few that I would trust enough to pay me. We've got a few companies that send a lot of work to us, and I don't say to them, "You're not going to get your call back until such time as you pay," sort of thing. So those sort of guys, I'll let it slide, and 9 times out of 10, it's great. They pay virtually immediately. I mean, once they've got the invoice in hand, they'll pay it up. Once or twice you get the odd one that forgets, and you just give them a quick call and say, "Hey, guy, Did you forget to? Oh, shit, sorry,
Yes, I
sorry,
forgot.
sorry.
Yeah.
And within half an hour,
They pay.
you get a proof of payment coming through.
Thank
But
you.
only, I'll be honest with you, in the 4 years of business, we probably had about maybe 3 or 4 customers that have just gone away, and that's it. You know, it's we're more strict in
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that.
yeah, we're more strict in making sure that people pay before they get their vehicles.
Thank
For
you.
majority, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you two sort of questions in one. I'm going to ask you, you would recommend this business to somebody,
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
type of business, because I mean, obviously, it's a good field. Am I right?
Absolutely. Well, oh, you mean to get into
Service
as
and
a
repair, to
what?
buy a business in this field.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, well,
A lot of competition, though.
yeah, I mean, look, make no mistake. There's always challenges in owning a business, in any business for that matter. But yeah, I mean, if you're mechanically minded, you're a qualified technician, and you have a bit of business ethic, and yeah, why not?
And your future prospects, obviously, people is needing cars to be fixed. They're always going to be needed.
Well,
So
yeah.
it's always a good prospect to be in the business.
Mm, mm.
I'm getting down to the tips and suggestions side. I want you to just, this is for me. I always like this one is very important because it's giving, it's giving you advice. You've been in business for a while. You own three businesses. And I want any tips and suggestions on how to run a successful business or how to start one.
Dedication.
Can you elaborate on all that?
Yeah. You know, if you're a business owner, you must be there from the time of opening to time of closing. As far as I'm concerned, keep an eye on everything. Make sure that it gets done. You know, because if you step out, people are going to slack off. And when you start getting slack off, you will lose business.
Okay.
You know, make sure that your bookings are done correctly, and not put off. You know, because we're going to be too busy on that particular day. You know, just keep the bookings coming. And what else? Sure.
That's all
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add on what we've spoken about? Anything else you would like to add to the viewers? We've covered everything.
Basically, if you know just enjoy your business, I think is another key. Is another key thing. Enjoy it, because if you actually find it as a what's the word I'm looking for?
Chore.
A chore. You know, oh God, I have to be here. You know, if I don't be here, this is this and this. You know, love your business, and I'm sure it'll be a success.
I'm sure your business will love you.
Well, that's it.
That's the whole thing.
You know?
Okay, Chris, I'm gonna do a little expo on Chris's business. I want to know what makes Chris unique to his competitors. Is there anything unique about Chris that stands out? You and your company or companies?
I think majority of this company is you know, I try to be as competitive as possible. Your uniqueness. You know, repairing the motor cars, repairing a motor car. I suppose, you know, the way you treat your customers, customer satisfaction, that sort of thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sure.
fine. Yeah, customer satisfaction. I mean,
Customer
you hit it on the
satisfaction,
nail
I
there.
suppose, is key. I mean, if you have got an unhappy customer, guaranteed they're going to tell twice as many people as they're going to tell if they have good service.
And you
If not
obviously
three
giving
times.
good service. You wouldn't be in business. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd just be managing if
Yeah.
you just were giving right
Yeah.
service. Correct. So service is the key.
That's exactly it.
Service. All right, we're at the end now. I'm going to ask you, Chris, to just to leave your details. We'll start with your full company name, with the address of where you are, and a contact telephone.
The company is called AC Auto Services. We are on number 875 Chris Harney, which is North Coast Road in Durban North, Red Hill. And telephone number is 031 563 0892.
Thank you, Chris. We're at the end of the interview. This is Observe What Is Sean Fitzgerald. Please leave your comments and suggestions. Go look under the business ideas and tips and strategies from guys that own their own businesses. These are the guys we want to talk to, the guys that are actually running a business and they are operating. Please, as I said, subscribe. The subscribing is free. Subscribe, leave your comments, suggestions. Sorry, Chris, why don't you just end it there for me?